What's up, YouTube? I am Ramon. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to speak about how I started in this business. I think it's important because it determined my success today. Doing what I did at the beginning is the reason why I'm here today. I thank God for the opportunity. I praise Him, give Him all glory, and for giving me the strength, the understanding, and the knowledge I needed. Because the stuff I was doing, the type of investments I was getting into were pretty intense. Okay, we're talking about rehabs, houses that the city wanted to knock down. They wanted to tear down because they were dangerous. They were a hazard to the community. And so I took a lot of these properties over and bought them for a really cheap price, which also made a difference, very important. And I'll talk about that. And I rehabbed them. Give you a little about my background. My dad is a carpenter. He was a carpenter. He was in the business. And I learned a lot from him. As a child, I started working with him. It's very important, folks, because if you have little ones, get them involved. Get them involved. Let them see you pick up a hammer and make repairs and do repairs. I think that's going to go a long way. It happened to me and my son, who's 29. He's an HVAC technician, a licensed technician now. He saw what we were doing. He started young. He helped me out at about the age of 12. He started with me, and he ran with it. And he has a very successful company. Is doing great, making money, and just something that's very important. Don't keep your family home while you're out there hustling. If you got to get them involved, even if you take them with you, and yeah, they cause a little ruckus. They may be on their phone, they may talk, but they're paying attention. They're watching what you're doing, folks, and that could make a difference. So, with that said, yeah. So I was rehabbing houses. So my success was based on me doing a lot of the work. I took up electrical in high school. I went to a technical school, and I did a lot of the electrical work myself. My brother was a licensed plumber. My dad was a carpenter. I was doing carpentry, so we pretty much all put our hands in the pot and began to work. And we have such a passion for the trade and for the business that it wasn't really, it wasn't like it was good. It was a good thing. We knew what we needed to do to get to where we wanted to be. It wasn't a burden. It really wasn't a burden. I can't remember one time ever thinking, "Oh, this is a burden. Why I get into this?" I mean, yeah, I've had my ups and downs, but it's more good than bad. And so I know there's a lot of folks out there who may be, getting into the business and may not have any knowledge of any type of, you know, contractual work, contracting, any construction knowledge. But that's okay. That's okay. You learn. You can pick stuff up as you go. You have YouTube. You have so many different platforms, books, YouTube, that you can read and watch and pick up on stuff and put it to work. Put it to work. Don't just read and watch something. Go and put it to work, because that's how you retain it, and it becomes part of you. So it's very important that you do know that you will save a lot of money. The biggest thing about that was the amount of money I was able to save. I wasn't getting loans out there from banks. I was doing everything cash. I was hustling at work, getting out of work, working overtime. All my money that I was making, I was putting into my properties, and it paid off. 20 plus years later, I got to tell you, it paid off tremendously, and I totally feel blessed. That, like the sign back here, blessed to see that. Yeah, anything you do in your property, you don't have to pay someone to do it. Okay, I remember my first single family home back in the 90s. I had a neighbor. The guy was, I want to say, about 30 years old. He didn't know how to lift a broom because his parents did everything for him. He was the only child. Guess what? His parents passed away. So one day I pull in from work. It's late at night. and my driveway was in between my house and his house. He had a sensor light on his house, and it was shining my driveway, when I pulled in. So the light had been out for a couple weeks. I pull in the driveway, and bam, the light goes on. He comes out the house, and he's like, "Hey, Ramon, what do you think? Well, we got light back in the driveway." "Oh yeah, cool, thanks, I appreciate that." He goes, "Yeah, I had a guy come and do it, and he charged me cheap, Ramon. He charged me $150. I said, "What?" I said, "He charged you $150 to do what?" "Well, he bought the light bulb, and he put the ladder up, and he screwed it in." I'm like, I won't say his name, but I said, "Dude, I mean, I could have done that for you. I actually benefit from having that light go on every time I pull in the driveway at night. So I would have, I got ladders. I would have bought the light bulb, $5 light bulb, floodlight bulb, and put it on." He paid $150. I said, "Look, dude, anytime you're gonna do something in your house," I hadn't been living there very long. It was like a couple months while we were living there. We had just moved in. I said, "Anything you need done in your house, let me know. I'll help you out before you go and hire someone to do it." So, folks, what's my point? You gotta do stuff. Sometimes you gotta do stuff. I know investors and that's okay. If you have the money and you got the banks to back you, and you got the loans and stuff. I understand that. I know investors that don't want to lift a hand, and that's great. I respect that. But if you're starting off, it's okay to get a tool bag and put a hammer in there, put a screwdriver in there, put a pair of pliers in there, get yourself an electrical tester. Little things that you got to pay for if you hire someone else to do that you can actually do. It's not hard. I mean, we got YouTube. You have all these different platforms. Folks, you can save and put that money in your pocket. In your pocket. I'm the type of guy that if I can keep $5, $10 in my pocket, I'm happy. That's what my life is about. I'm trying to keep money in my pocket. So, in a nutshell, if you're starting off, folks, educate yourself. Check out the different platforms. Learn about what you're getting involved in. Rentals, tenants, how to deal with them, just like you're doing now watching my videos. And put them to work before you go and hire a manager, before you go out and hire an electrician who's going to charge you an arm and a leg, a carpenter, a plumber. They're expensive, folks. It's not cheap like when I first started. And I did it. I used to save money. I used to say, "No, I'm not hiring these guys. I'm doing it myself." Yeah, okay, I had my brother and my dad, but there were times where, I had to stop what I was doing and go handle business because I didn't want to pay, and it worked. It kept money in my pocket. I was able to invest that money and continue to invest that money into my properties. So there you have it, folks. Short and sweet. Save money. Educate yourself. Train yourself. Any questions, feel free to DM me. If you like this content, smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel, and if you can, share this my channel with other people who are thinking about investing, friends, family, whoever it may be. And of course, if you have any questions, anything I can help you out with, don't be afraid to DM me. Thank you, folks, and you guys stay safe out there.